All right, so I just got back to the shop and I got a gooseneck ball to surprise my brother with for his third gen because he has been like wanting to tow this gooseneck for what reason for like the last 6 months, and he's never hauled a gooseneck before, and today is the day. But I told him to wait till the shop. I got something for him to do and he's gonna be pretty excited for it. But I also have a truck to the shop that needs a water pump and a thermostat, so I'm gonna walk in there with the parts for that truck and be like, hey, this is a surprise. Here you go, now you get to fix the truck. And he's probably gonna be pissed, but then after he starts fixing that, I'll come out here, I'll grab the gooseneck ball, I'll walk in with that, and then he's probably gonna throw the truck he's working on to the side and immediately pull that truck in because he's so impatient. All he wants to do is put a gooseneck ball inside that truck. And little does he know that he won't just be doing a water pump and a thermostat, he will be installing a gooseneck ball today. He's been sitting there hiding. I told him he can't come out. All right, Ethan, I got your surprise. You get to do a water pump and a thermostat.
Fuck, dude.
What'd you think of something different?
I just did one of these yesterday.
And here's Colin's change, that's your paycheck. All right, Ethan, you can help him do it, but
you ready to see
I
it?
do have something else that I got to have you do. It's for me, but it's for you. It's some boxes. So
What's
now,
that say?
Dude, let's go hook it up.
You can't even read it.
What'd I tell you guys? He instantly forget about the truck he's got to work on, but wanted to say let's go hook it up. So yeah, he is now working on instantly ripping the boxes open. There's your early birthday present.
That's what I'm talking about.
But here's the kicker. You can't pull your truck in and work on it till like next month. You know what you're doing there?
Nope.
That'll do. Little do you know that's for the mega cab.
Alright, I'll just take this.
That's crazy. Pull the pin up. And there's a turnover ball for a 3rd gen Cummins. Voila! Alright, time to install it. Just got the hitch laid on the ground, kind of how it goes on the truck. We're working on getting the wheel liners out of it right now. That would be easier to get all those brackets installed. The instructions say that you don't have to take the bed off to get this ball in, but I just noticed that on this frame, it already has some type of mount on it that will definitely need cut off. I don't know what this bracket is, but it's held on with 5 bolts. And yeah, time to bust out the plasma cutter and get that thing to where it is no longer on the frame. So we just got the old brackets cut off the frame, as you guys just seen. Went ahead, threw on the frame brackets, got everything installed. We hitched it inside of the bed. So they supply a 1/2-inch bolt to go through the frame on these trucks. I personally think that a 3/4 bolt would be a lot stronger. So right now, we're working on getting the holes reamed out to 3/4. That way it has a bigger bolt inside there. And obviously we're towing like 10 bolt dozers at a time. And I don't think a 1/2-inch bolt will hold it onto the frame. It is kind of weird though, because it literally is bolted on with 1 U-bolt around the frame and 1 bolt that goes through the frame. I know on the 2nd gens when I put these hitches on before, it was like 4 or 5 1/2-inch bolts that went all the way along the frame, which, yeah, that's safe, but at the same time, I think putting that 3/4 bolt inside of here would be a lot safer. And if we want to, we can drill another hole right through here for another 3/4 bolt just to have more structural support on it. If we come over here, for some reason they had this bright idea to give you these things that decide that you have to pull the fuel tank out, yank the bed off, and somehow get this through the frame to where it sticks out like this, and then this little metal bracket makes it to where it cannot rotate. So we are just going to drill 2 new holes that clear the fuel tank, and bolt it in that way because I really don't want to take this tank out of the truck or take the bed off, especially since the bed has about, I'd say 700 pounds of diesel inside of it. So we're gonna throw them bolts on, and then we gotta put these safety hooks into the gooseneck hitch itself, get all that tightened up, and we will go outside, hook up the trailer to this truck the first time, and it will probably ship the trans out of it in about 20 miles. Got our bolts on it, how I was talking about. Back here, went ahead and got these safety hooks installed on the bed, along with the ball. We greased the ball because I have fought these like square mounted balls, getting them out of the truck a lot of times. And with Indiana's weather, I don't think it'll be healthy to have that ball seized inside there. Cut the back tabs off the fuel tank to slide it back a little bit so we have some more clearance around the gooseneck ball on the tank. Come over here. We still have to notch the wheel liner. I'm trying to avoid doing that though. For the little safety right here to lock the ball in. Right there you can see our grade 8 bolt we put in. That is 3/4. And now we're about to pull this truck out of the shop. Hook up to my gooseneck, which is sitting outside. The big mega cab is on that trailer, and we gotta get that off. And then the axles for my mega cab just got done getting sandblasted, so we're gonna go ahead and pick those up. It is E-Bolt's first time towing a gooseneck, so you guys might see a video if that doesn't go as planned. Knock on wood that it all does go as planned with him, but I think you'll be fine towing the trailer, don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
And the good thing is if he runs out of fuel now, he has 100 gallons on the truck at all time. But that doesn't mean to go sell fuel to your friends. So let's get this truck out of the shop really quick, hook up the trailer like I was saying, and send him on his jolly way. Actually, maybe I'll probably go with you. Or I'll follow you so I can like watch when he turns corners, because I really don't want you clipping a guardrail. The gate when you pull out of the shop, do not hit the gate because, yeah, that's an expensive gate. I don't want to replace that. So yeah, fire this thing up. So this truck is probably about to do a wheelie. It doesn't have bags on it, and yeah, sorry about the wind. It is like 10 degrees out here and we're freezing, and yeah. This is gonna look insane rolling down the road. Minus the mega cab, that's coming off the trailer because the drive shafts are here for that. I'll be able to get that truck driving very soon. Oh look, a wild 2G. You're about right there. You haven't even had the truck for 4 years. Oh, the trailer deck?
Cranking it for 4 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. It is definitely going to be doing a little bit of a wheelie. It's not squatting as bad as I thought, although it does need airbags on it. Time to get this truck off the trailer. Not too shabby for your first time. So we are currently headed to get my axles from the sandblaster. And we're gonna throw those on the trailer, and then I bought another truck for what reason, I don't know. And we gotta go pick that up. So hopefully the winch isn't dead. It probably is, but we have like 40 feet of jumper cables, so we should be able to connect the trailer to the truck if we have to. So axles, pick up a truck, and let's just pray he doesn't hit anything with the gooseneck. Look at that. Now that means we don't have to wire wheel everything, besides the bag mounts I forgot to sand down. So we'll get that smoothed out, and the axle will be good. What do you think? You know how to run a grinder?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Kyle's gonna sand those down. Ethan's gonna watch them do it. And then right now they're loading up the front axle, and we'll be on our way. The axle's loaded up. These things look a lot better. And like I was saying, that is a lot easier than wire wheeling them. And now like every crack and cranny is out. So now we can go ahead, get them painted, replace the brakes on them. You know how to run that strap, Ethan?
No.
No?
No, he's learning still.
So yeah, to say the least, I now own a Duramax again. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why I got this truck, because one of my brother's buddies wanted to buy a new truck, but I had to sell this one in order to do so, and I felt bad for him because this one doesn't drive. So now I have a not driving Duramax. So yes, it's an 03 LB7, and it's seen better days. So now they're gonna winch up the trailer really quick, and hopefully we get it back to the shop and I get it driving, and it should be doing some nasty burnouts. And I'll definitely be cutting a hole through the hood and sending that pipe up to the top. That would probably make it a lot better to drive. You know how to weld, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. We stripped the whole front mount off the frame for the bumper. Loosen the winch up. Yeah, Chevy, there's your first flaw. That's crazy. Good thing I know a welder. Hit the... Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Is there a radio in it? Haha,
No,
look at that, double
the
dip.
radio's gone.
Put that on the second gen. Then you'll have CarPlay when you're driving.
All the TVs got CarPlay. How do you get the iPad dash?
Right. 2Gs can't have CarPlay if you get an iPad dash, and T-King makes them. So if you guys need an iPad dash for a second gen only, hit up T-King Cummins on Instagram and he will get you guys dialed in. I don't think he does them for Duramaxes, and this thing will definitely not be getting any type of iPad on the dash. Oh, the hitch is dragging. To the scrap yard we go.
Don't stop, keep going.
Axel's truck. So far so good with the gooseneck towing. Back to the shop, and we will decide what we're doing with this truck. The hood might fall off on the way there, but that's all right. Yeah, we spoke too soon, and the hood decided to fall off the front of the truck. That'll ride.
Hold it up.
Right there, and we should be good.
Oh, this is where the winch fits.
Yeah, the winch ripped that off of there. We got back to the shop, and long story short, it is now the next day, and I am no longer the owner of the Duramax. So, I had a buddy on Snapchat who wanted the truck, and he was like, what do you want for it? So I told him a price that I kind of just threw in the air, and he's like, okay, cool, I'll take it. So I owned a Duramax for about literally 12 hours, and now there's no more things that need to be towed with the gooseneck. So, the third gen is at the shop. Obviously, we did the gooseneck ball, got the tank moved, and just got the inside cleaned out because that was disgusting. And I think next, this thing can get lifted bigger. Now that we know it'll tow a trailer. Airbags on the rear, 40s, and maybe a different fuel tank, because this fuel tank is very close to the gooseneck ball. And you guys can see right there, the set screws on the neck of the trailer already hit the tank going over a set of train tracks. And the last thing I want to do is puncture that tank with 100 gallons of fuel inside of it and have a trail of fire rolling down the highway behind me. But enough with the third gen for today. We have the mega cab that is sitting here on stands, and luckily the powder coat is almost done for this truck, and it will no longer be inside this form. Don't mind the front of it dripping in water. The def can decided it wanted to spray all over the truck. And the last thing I want is that fluid on this truck that crystallizes and eating my paint. But we're going to get this frame cleaned up. We already got the axles all cleaned up. Those are painted. We just did a flat black on them for now because I am towing with the truck, and the last thing I want to do is have a powder coated axle on the truck, and then, being that it is still a Dodge, it leaks fluid like every 5 minutes and blows power steering pumps, and I'd rather clean up a painted axle versus a powder coated axle that has to get all tore back apart to fix it. With these, I can just touch them up on the truck, and I can make sure that they always look perfect before every morning that I take the truck out. I probably won't do that. They're just gonna get destroyed and not stay destroyed, stay destroyed. But with that being said, we have a lot of work we have to get done on this truck, on another truck behind me that you guys don't know about yet, on the third gen, on the big mega cab that is running outside, and my big truck, the second gen, is still just chilling in the cold, hating her life. I'll see you guys in the next one.